Hey guys, what is up? It is Omega SMG coming at you with a new video from the Sound Like Metro series. This time I'm going to go over Moog sound design. Moog is a type of synthesizer that has been used for as long as hip hop has been a thing. I'm pretty sure it was made like late 70s, early 80s, but I can think of many examples that this has been used. One of the more recent examples is that biting sound in that's in T-shirt by Migos. I can pull up a preset from Mini Moog VA, a free plugin, I should say. Yeah, but Moog has a very specific sound where it has this bite to it. Now, Moog is not like a normal synthesizer because of just the way it's set up. It's kind of strange, but once you learn it, it is extremely easy. So today I'm going to teach how to use Moog synthesis and what everything is, and like I'm not going to go over the effects on it like the LFO, delay, or chorusing or anything like that, because I've already done that. Well, I'm going to go over chorusing, and I've already gone over LFO, so I don't need to go over either of those. But so I'm going to show you guys what it is. So range, this is probably the most significant difference. This is just like the pitch of the oscillator. Normally when I'm designing sound, the highest I will ever take it is 8, because Moog tends to be used for bass sounds, and once you get past 8, it just doesn't sound very good in my opinion. So I'll normally have a setup that's like, yeah, that's the type of sound I'll normally have. So this is the wave shape. This is pretty basic. You can have a sine wave, you can have a saw wave, you can have another saw wave that goes a different direction, you can have a triangle wave, then you got 3 pulse waves in varying shapes. So now we got that out of the way. So now we have our oscillator volume. That is self-explanatory, at least to me, so I'm not going to go over that because it just raises the volume and everything. LFO, I already went over what an LFO does. Arpeggiator, I'm going to go over arpeggios in a future video and what arpeggiators in most plugins do. So now we have glide. Glide is probably one of the most important things. So with glide, it just makes it so that it bends in between notes. It goes back and forth, kind of has a wobble to it. It moves along with it. So it isn't just re-triggering, it's just moving. And it sounds good. Poly and mono, this is how many notes you can play at the same time. I would recommend just sticking with normal, like I'd normally stick with mono when it comes to Moog sounds, and specifically bass sounds in general. But if you want to go for poly and you want to go for a sound that isn't bass, which you totally can, go for it. So now let's go over this block right here, because this is the most important block right here. So this is the thing that makes Moog interesting, is it has ADSR for multiple things. So it has the filter, which is basic. So it is the filter that makes Moog sound so interesting. So I'm gonna turn retrigger on. Okay, so filter, this is pretty basic up here. It just controls the filter of it. I'm gonna go back to the initialization for it. Okay, so the filter and the loudness. So the loudness contour is normal ADSR. It's not like it's groundbreaking or anything. Whenever you're using the loudness contour, you might as well be using Serum and controlling this. However, using the filter contour right here, it would be like going into Serum, taking this envelope, and putting it on the cutoff. So it's a moving filter. So I'm going to go ahead and show that off. Like, so it makes it more of a pluck sound. Well, Moog certainly isn't a pluck by any mean. It has more of a plucky sound than most basses. So I'm going to turn the attack down. I'm going to go ahead and make a really repetitive sound. Don't hate me for this, so. So, I'm just going to split this here so it has more of an 80s vibe. Cut every other one. So, yeah. This is just so that it can re-trigger and I don't have to manually hit my Q button every time. Yeah, so, like, it's ADSR for your filter. That's what it is. Contour amount is how much the contour affects it. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you. So so t-shirts at halftime, so 75 times 2, that would put this at 150. So yeah, make this faster, and we have the Moog pattern from t-shirt. Okay, yeah, I don't need to get the BPM right. Sorry for the background noise. I have a dryer going on behind me. So yeah, I'm not gonna remake the Moog sound, but you get it. So overdrive, it's what it sounds like. So overdrive just makes your sound boosted, and you can control how high and how low it excludes. So if you don't want the high end to get boosted, but you want the low end to get boosted, you just turn up the high cut, and there you go. So, got that. LFO, yeah, I don't have to explain that. If you want to hear about the LFO, I have a video. There will be a card in the right-hand corner if you want to learn about that. Delay just makes it bounce. That's the only way I can explain it. Output, it makes it louder. Keyboard control. Now, this is something that is interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and use Serum to show this because it makes it more visual. So, yeah. Low pass filter. I'm going to just... So, taking the volume envelope off of it. Yeah, if you just look at it, you can see that it is using the... Yeah, it's just using the key presses I have to decide where the filter will go. Well, yeah, the cutoff for it. And this does the same thing. So, yeah, that's the way I'd explain that. Arpeggiator, yeah, I got time for it. I'll show it off, so... So yeah, it makes a pattern out of it. It makes an arpeggio from the Moog. I'm gonna explain arpeggios in another video later on. But yeah, if that's it. So yeah, oscillator modulation. That's something that I should go over. So you can go over what exactly modulates your sound. So if you don't want the LFO, then you can just switch it to VCO, and you can choose how much it modulates it, because like Moog is just really powerful, so it wants to give you as much options as possible. With all that being said, I should definitely say that the plugin that I'm using for this tutorial is 100% free. It is called Mini Moog VA. I might remember to put a link to it in the description below. It is a really good plugin, and I can 100% recommend it at its price point of nothing. There's no entry fee for it, so if you want to try out Moog, I would definitely recommend picking up this first, and after you like this, then I would probably say go to Contact Reactors. Monarch, because Monarch is a great Moog plugin. It is really simple. Or there are plenty of Moog plugins, but yeah, if you're interested in learning Moog, I would 100% suggest picking up this plugin. Like I said, it's free, and just testing it out and seeing how you like it. Now, this has been Omega SMG. Hopefully you learned something today. If you want to do me a huge favor, just smash that like button. Small YouTuber, really appreciate the help. Share this video with other producers, because as I've said in the past, knowledge is power in this community, and if we are sharing our knowledge, then we're making it so that we will get knowledge in return eventually. So yeah, just smash that like button. This has been Omega SMG. Have a wonderful day. I'm signing off.